This week in the League of Legends, we have patch 6.19, which we didn't get to last week, unfortunately. We have a lot of information about Worlds, and we have the skins that are revolving around ranked play, such as Championship Z and Victorious Maokai. All this and more on the Best of Gaming web show.
This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we're here to talk about the League of Legends. This is an ongoing show where we talk a little about everyone's favorite mobile style battle game. Whoa, did you miss me?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm such a cool guy. It's crazy.
It's so cool.
But let's not delay too much. We got a patch to get to. So we're going to jump right in since you guys missed them. 6.19. First on the block is Kog'Maw. Completely reverted, except for two minor things. Back to his old toolkit, if you remember. But the main difference is that his Bio Arcane Barrage, his attack speed doodly-doo, actually still costs mana, when pre-reversion it did not. So that's kind of interesting. His base attack speed went down, attack speed growth went down. His Q ability, Caustic Spittle, now grants passive attack speed 15 to 35%. Bio Arcane Barrage no longer doubles his current attack speed, it increases his attack speed cap and decreases his cost times, and it no longer deals bonus magic damage flatly. Instead, the percentage of max health damage was increased from 2% to 2 to 6%. The max health damage ratio was increased to 1% per 100 AP from 0.75. The bonus range was changed in its scaling to 130 to 210. The cooldown was set to 17 at all ranks, and the cooldown now begins on cast rather than the end of the effect, and it lasts for 8 seconds. So, if you played Kog'Maw in Season 5, you know how it goes.
Yeah, you should definitely read the giant brick of text they had about why they had to change him back to what he was before Season 6. And it was just, it's really interesting. Like, yeah, we thought it was going to go one way, and then no one started playing him, and then we're like, crap. And then it just kind of interesting how the thought process is to bring him back to where he was after these changes 6 months ago.
Indeed. Anivia got tinkered with a little bit. Her E ability, Frostbite, now does less damage at all ranks, 50 to 150 from 55 to 175. And the chill damage was reduced at all ranks to 100 to 300 from 110 to 350. So pretty big nerf to Anivia's early game and late game.
Yep. Aurelion Sol, his passive Center of the Universe, the damage on it has been increased at later levels, going from 97 to 130. There is also currently a bug in the LCS right now with his Center of the Universe where if it touches the side of the world, it is causing his orbs to disappear completely, causing him to be banned. So if you're following the LCS, that is definitely one thing to keep in mind while playing him. Celestial Expansion, the bonus damage has gone down at all ranks by half. Bonus damage went from 10 to 50 to 5 to 25, and the cost has gone to 40 plus 30 at max ranks per second. So it has definitely gone down in levels as far as mana cost. The Comet of Legend, the escape velocity now can cast it anytime outside of combat, goes on 5-second cooldown while taking damage. So he's no longer able to use his E ability while in combat.
Cassiopeia is next up. Her passive Serpentine Grace now specifically states that she still can't wear boots, which is an interesting change. Miasma's cast range, her W ability, got reduced to 800, and Twin Fang now grants reduced healing at max rank. It scales 1 through 18 rather than per rank, 5 to 22. A lot of people taking Poison Fang, and they were getting a lot of heals early, so they just made it a level scaling ability rather than based on the rank. Corki is up. He got a slight change. His attack damage growth for his base attack damage went up to 3.5 from 2.5, so lots of extra sheen damage. Dr. Mario got changed as well. Dr. Mundo got changed. The minimum damage of Masochism went up by 10 at all ranks, and the maximum damage went up by 20 at all ranks, and the cooldown went down to 6, so just a pure buff for Mundo. Kled is up next. His passive got changed just a little bit while dismounted. his basic attack damage to monsters is no longer reduced, so it's actually not as horrifically crippling to be dismounted as it was before. The move speed bonus trail duration on his charge ultimate is now 6 seconds from 8 seconds, and it now scales from 3,500 range to 4,500 range from a flat 4,000. Singed is next. His Q ability Poison Trail now ticks 4 times per second instead of once. However, the damage was split from that, so he's not doing quadruple damage. Instead, he is doing 4 ticks per second for the same amount of damage.
Keep in mind that will refresh on hit abilities like Leander's Torment or Ryla's Crystal Scepter because they are still ticking per second, so it is going to reduce damage on anything that has a overtime damage effect.
This will cause him to do potentially more or less damage based on how smart you are. So rather than hitting those 1 second chunks on the buff, it now matters a lot more the individual amounts of time. Soraka is next. Astral Infusion's cooldown was doubled at the first rank and scales back down to 2. So this is a huge change to Soraka, which I think no one is going to complain about except for, I don't think anyone main Soraka. They aspire to be a jerk.
Twitch. Ambush's attack speed has been reduced at later levels. It went from 30 to 70 originally, now it goes from 30 to 50. So his attack speed is definitely not as high late game.
Urdu's Phoenix Stance, the proc damage was increased at all levels, going 40 to 200 from 25 to 165. The burn damage, however, is now 4 ticks over 4 seconds from 5 ticks over 5 damage. So there's less of this, alright, I'm free. Oh wait, hold on, I'm dead. The burn tick damage is the same. So overall, this is a small nerf to his abilities. He gets less damage overall, but more upfront damage, which is pretty good. In addition, we got a couple of Chroma skins. We got Lunar Goddess Diana, Debona Air-Zero, Mecha Malphite, and Battle Bunny Riven. I know a lot of people are going to be pleased with those.
I definitely like the Mecha Malphite one because it changes the decals on his Chroma depending on what you change. It's really cool.
Yes, that's the best way to sell Chromas to people, honestly. Give them little tiny perks to customize their favorite skins. Additionally, we got a bunch of championship stuff that we'll be getting here very soon into Worlds.
It's already live.
There you have it, folks.
You're wrong. You haven't played. You haven't checked out all those 250 RP icons you can upgrade for no reason because all of the benefits for upgrading it go away at the end of the Worlds. I think it is the dumbest thing.
Yep. Speaking of championship stuff, we have the Victorious skin was announced just yesterday. Victorious Maokai was leaked onto a Chinese website. Yeah, and it looks like Malphite's going to be your boy if you're gold or higher.
Yep, I really want this, but I don't play ranked for stress reasons, and it's stressing me out more because I have all Maokai skins, and I want to continue to have all Maokai skins. But they're like, you got to get gold. I'm like, you're really hurting me on my insides, Riot. Why are you doing this?
Just get a rank 3-man team and blow through it.
You want to rank 3s with me?
No.
I'm not that bad.
I hate rank 3s. But trust me, if you can get a couple of competent people to play rank 3s with you, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
The other thing that they're doing is a Championship Z. Funny thing about this is, who's that ninja? Zed's that ninja. It's a really nice looking skin, very clean. And they also, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, or was it last week, Riven is out for purchase again.
Yep, they actually put all of the merch on sale, so if you don't want to buy the Riven and the skin on her own, you can buy the Riven bust for $30 and get the figurine bust that's going to be limited edition, along with the skin and the character. That's what I did this year, so I'm going to get the physical Riven bust as well as the skin in-game. So that's a nice thing if you want to have merch to go along with digital content.
Yeah. So keep your eyes peeled, pick up the ones you want, and enjoy.
And so, the LCS, the last real thing going on right now, because that's taking up a majority of Riot's time. Have you been watching?
Yeah, I watched a couple of TSM matches just because, I'm a fanboy since birth. No. I've watched mostly the RNG and the TSM matches just because they seem like the more interesting teams to me. I'm normally not a huge fan of watching these games religiously, and I have missed quite a few games, but I've actually watched a few for a change, just because I'm playing at a relatively high level of play these days. Not to toot my own horn,
Toot
but
toot.
it's interesting seeing a lot of these tactics they employ in these games kind of filter into my games, and then I get to laugh at people because they're not as good. It's pretty good.
So there's been a lot of picks that I've been seeing that I wasn't expecting. We're seeing a lot more Namis. We're seeing Skarners. We're seeing Zillion. We're seeing a lot of stuff that a lot of people aren't expecting. And I think that this has been the first time in a while where seeing these exotic picks have actually benefited the teams that they've been using. We've also been seeing some really cool upsets. I know that one of the Chinese teams got beaten out by the wildcard Brazilian team, and that was a huge deal. Cloud9 last night won a 60-minute match that they were losing since like 10 minutes in, and they were out of nowhere able to win. They were able to steal like blue or Baron and stuff. It was an incredible match. Like I was sitting there the whole time. My room's like, man,
Well, I don't know if these best of ones are very indicative of actual
team play, but
team strength. Honestly, I think a lot of these best of ones can go down kind of as flukes, and I don't like it very much.
I definitely think that the whole group stage is very. It needs to be a best of three, and then just eliminate the team. They need a higher bracket into another bracket, and have a losers bracket to bring people back up. And it's just because SKT is just dominating, and I think if you put the picks and bans into that category and have a best of three where you can on the fly counter them for the next matches, I think that they would actually do a lot worse than they're currently doing. But right now, they're just able to stop people because they're matchups against people on opposite regions who haven't studied their matches as well as they should have, or they're just like getting surprised with a pick that if they had a chance to do a 2 out of 3, the teams that would are losing would have a chance to beat these higher tier teams. So
Yeah, I just don't like the best of ones. It's just not. It's not indicative of the actual team strength. It's just like, how can we shake them up for one game and win? You know. Not very good stuff in my opinion.
I will humble brag right now. I am currently at an 80% accuracy rate with my pick'ems. So I've only missed 2 matches.
Nice.
Yeah, so my current rankings is pretty much in line, except for C9. They're the only people that I didn't want to lose day 2. So,
Well, what can you do? But what are the rewards you get for that again?
so if you participate, you get an icon. If you are within 35 points at the end of the group stages, you get an icon. If you are 100% accurate at the end of the group stages, you actually earn DJ Sona, Pulsefire Ezreal, and another legendary skin.
That's pretty crazy.
Only one person a year usually does it, and you can do that for both group stages and bracket. So
Nice. Well, there you have it, folks. Not very much news this week. Riot's pretty focused on Worlds, so just keep your eyes on that. Enjoy it while it's here, and we'll probably get back to Real League once the Vern comes out, huh?
I can't wait for Ivern, the creepy jungler.
But yeah, it's going to be a short one from us today. We don't have any questions, unfortunately.
I have a question we can do.
What?
Yeah, I got a question.
Lay it on me.
So this one actually comes from people at work, and that is on the new Twitch Prime thing going on right now and the exclusivity of items. Do you know about Twitch Prime?
I do not.
So they just announced this a couple days ago, and essentially what it does is if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account, and they'll give you free in-game items. The biggest thing right now is Hearthstone is giving away a limited time portrait for one of the heroes, which has bit them in the butt before, and everybody's mad that, I have to sign up for this one service to get this reward. And along with that, you get like free subscriptions to Twitch servers and stuff like that. And a lot of people ask me how I feel about this kind of service.
They're businesses. They can do whatever the hell they want. Honestly, they Amazon is getting huge, and didn't they buy Twitch or something?
Yep, that's how they're able to do it.
So, I mean, that's if that's what they want to do with the platform, that's their right. As far as how smart it is, I mean, if you're giving away free stuff, that's great. That's great. Prime doesn't cost you very much cash.
I accidentally bought it the day before Twitch Prime came out, so it was like $11.
So yeah, it's not a huge deal if you're interested in getting all this stuff. I personally am not. So
Let me pull up what's currently available and see if it's worth what's currently going on right now. So this month for Twitch Prime, you get Tyrande Whisperin in Hearthstone, which is the whole reason everybody's all mad. Which is a $10 value usually. That alone is pretty good.
Why does anyone care? It's not like anybody likes Priest anyway.
It's the worst class in the game. I think that's why everybody's like, and she's limited. Priest get nothing. You get Streamlined, which is a full game, which is kind of cool actually. It looks like a cool parkour. You get an exclusive skin for Smite, and then you get free 30 days or $10.99 a month if you already have Amazon Prime. And there's others trickling down stuff, like you get ad-free viewing plus a 30-day subscription every 30 days. So if you do use Twitch, I don't like Twitch as a service. I do watch streaming, but it's usually their YouTube streams and stuff like that. So it's...
I don't know. This sounds like a great deal to me.
It is. I think they started out strong with the Hearthstone and a free game. I'm going to see what next month is, and then I'll definitely be able to judge it.
Sure. Yeah, not my thing. I don't really watch streams. I've been thinking of doing a Twitch stream at some point, but
we have Twitch stuff set up, but I don't know how I can stream when I'm already busy enough as is. You know?
Oh yeah, now that I've lost my job, I might look into it.
What?
I'm just teasing you.
I got really scared. I'm like, do I want to bring this up on the show?
He was spooked.
I got super spooked.
But that's really it for all of our personal news. I know that we've got a couple extra videos out that you guys should go check out. Like usual, we're still looking for questions, so if you have one, please post it in the comment section below. Send it to our email at @gmail.com, or post it on our Facebook, Twitter, or our website, all of which are linked in the information down below. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/fastagaming. You can donate to that to get exclusive features, bonus content, and more. Only if you're interested, though, guys. We definitely appreciate it. It helps us keep this show going and get all kinds of crazy stuff going. Otherwise, it's been Axis.
And Water Elemental.
And I will give each one of you a kiss in the morning.
Even me?
No!
Oh.